All right, Intuitive Black Sheep Collective, we are back with another intuitive message today. Okay, all right. You have been calling for justice in a situation. It's here. Okay, all right. Okay, so all right, here's our first card here. Okay, all right. Screenshot. Okay, so very shortly here, you all will be receiving actual proof, okay? Receipts of what was done to you behind your back, okay? Screenshots of grouped, when they're in the group text, okay? In the messages, you're going to get screenshots of that. You're going to get hardcore proof, okay? And I just believe that this is all going to actually really play out on social media here. This toxic group, okay, our karmic group that has been attacking you, okay? For a lot of us, that is our karmic family that we have distanced ourselves from, okay? All right. And of course, there is a ringleader here, okay? And I'm getting that this group is tired, okay? And they're getting ready to out this ringleader. They want to distance themselves from this because they are well aware that you actually know what happened, okay? Or you have pieced together, what was going on behind your back, okay? And you have been speaking up about it in some way, okay? All right. And so now people are looking at them like, what's wrong with y'all? So, there's people are side eyeing them and starting to question them, okay? And so now these people, they're very big on keeping up appearances and, their image and coming across a certain way, within the community or to the public eye, okay? All right. When, we know that they're a hot mess, behind closed doors. We know the real them, okay? All right. And so they don't want to be attached to this now that you are speaking up and the truth is coming out. And, whatever you have pieced together, is enough to have people like, oh, this is crazy. Why would y'all do this to the collective? Okay. And so now these, karmic group members, okay, are starting to, distance themselves from the ringleader and really turn on them, okay? And they're just tired of this ringleader because it's become very apparent that something is not quite right. And they can see at this point the ringleader has some type of odd obsession with you that just is not right, okay? All right, and they're tired of it. They don't want to be attached to it anymore. And by you speaking, the truth has people looking at, the people, all of the people in this group, okay, that were out there talking about you, spreading whatever rumor, gossip, made up story that they all came up together with against you. Okay. And so now they're looking bad and they're looking to now out the ringleader and even show proof of what the ringleader, you know, was doing, was saying about you, was pushing them up to do, was urging them to do against you. Okay. All right. Okay. And so look at that. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting that this is a mother figure here, a matriarch figure here. That is the ringleader. So like your mother, a grandmother, maybe an an aunt figure that was like a mom to you, okay? Um, okay, but I'm really strongly picking up on a mother that is the ringleader, and maybe they're your aunts, and a grandma, okay, were all involved, a part of the karmic group, okay, or, enablers to this ringleader karmic mother, okay? All right, so she's, just very self-centered, okay? Always thinking about herself. Everything has to be about her. All right. And she has been jealous of you, okay, since you were a child, okay? She has resented you since you were a child. There is just something about you that stands out, okay? Also, because you are gifted, you have always been the one to see through her BS, okay? And the facade of the rest of these fake, um, degenerate, hateful, all right, deceptive family members. All right, you have always been the one to see straight through it, okay? And you were the one that would actually speak up at times, okay? You didn't just go along with the flow, okay? All right. You were the one to speak out, okay? And this mother could not and cannot to this day cannot control you, okay? That's why you made the choice to keep your distance from this family, okay? It got to a point where you were like, nah, I cannot grow in this environment. This environment is detrimental to my well-being. Okay, I'm going to separate myself from them. And you have been keeping your space. A lot of you have been completely no contact. Okay, some of you are very low contact. Okay, all right, but this mother is a very overbearing individual. Okay, very intrusive. Okay, smothering. Okay, so she could not take the fact that you were having your own mind. Okay, and then when you finally did distance yourself, it's almost like the light switch went completely off, okay? And this caused her mask to completely drop, okay? All right. And now the real her is on display for everyone to see, not just you behind closed doors or the other family members, everyone, okay, to see, because you, all right, spoke out about, what was being done to you, okay, and how you were being unjustly attacked, okay, persecuted, bullied, all right, targeted, okay, by these people, because they actually started a smear campaign against you within the community, all right, telling some horrible, like I'm picking up on some could have been some lies that you were, abusive to your children, things of that nature, okay? And, you were a thief. You stole from them, okay? You're not to be trusted, okay? You're mentally unstable. You're deranged, all right? You're threatening them, just outlandish lies, okay? All right, within the community, okay, that cause people to just look at you in a certain way, and caused, people outside of the family that they were spreading these lies and this smear campaign to attack you, okay? So people that you didn't even know came up against you, attacking you because of the lies and the smear campaign that this mother figure started, okay? All right, getting in your partner's ear, okay? All right, some of you may have been in relationships where your partner was easily influenced and manipulated, okay? Or the partner you were with was actually a narcissist themselves, okay, just like your mother is, okay? All right. And so your mom, okay, and whoever her partner was, okay, whoever her little minions are, would get in this toxic partners of yours ear that you had, okay, telling them all kind of lies, half truths, throwing up mistakes you may have made in your past to this partner, okay, just throwing fuel on the fire, okay, sending, when it's a narcissist, they'll go into a narcissistic rage. So, sending them into their rages and just really fanning the flames, okay, pushing this partner up against you to where this partner would rage against you. All right. And say just really nasty, mean, horrible things to you, okay? And then this partner is going out spreading the lies to his circle of people that your toxic karmic family has told him, okay? Or her. Okay, all right. And this mother figure here is a very greedy, very money hungry, okay? So for some of you, unbeknownst to you, there is a life insurance policy on you that this, greedy, money hungry mother figure has taken out on you, okay? So for some of you, this attack, okay, was to try to maybe drive you into self-harming, okay, or drive other people to attack you, okay, and into harming you, okay? Putting this stuff in your toxic partner's head to drive them into harming you, okay, to the point where you were no longer here, okay, and she could get that life insurance policy money on you, okay? All right, that's for some of you. Okay. All right, we have this here. This mother figure created a whole web of illusions when it comes to you. A very intricate negative narrative surrounding your life, okay? You're the type of person that keeps to yourself. You're quiet, you're private. Yeah, you're on social media, but you don't share all your business on social media, okay? And you kind of just keep your business, close to your chest, to yourself, okay? And you really more kept to yourself too, really, because of this toxic mother, okay? You kind of distance yourself a lot more from even, other family members and extended family members, because this mother was always in the mix, of that, okay? Because she's a leader over there, okay? They look up to her over there. So her hand was always in the pot or in the mix when it came to these extended family members. So you more so distance yourself from them as well. So that gave her ample space and opportunity to lie on you to them, okay? When you were still around her, she was smiling in your face, whatever. But behind your back, as soon as when you trusted her enough, okay, to call and tell her any of your business or anything that you had going on, or confide in her, or call her for comfort or advice, okay? As soon as she got off of that phone with you, she was breaking her neck to run into the group chat and tell all your business. Get on the phone with the rest of the with your aunts or your grandma and or her closest friends, and tell all your business, okay? All right. So she created this illusion, unbeknownst to you, behind your back. And she has been doing this for years, okay, since you were a child, okay, planting seeds, okay, to have people think that you were unstable, You are a problem child. You have anger issues, okay? You have mental health issues. You are someone that can't take care of yourself and they have to keep a close eye on you and really monitor you, okay? You can't make it in this world alone by yourself. You need almost like a handler type of energy, type of vibes, okay? All right, so those are the type of illusions she created behind your back, okay, with different lies, and planting different seeds and with gossip and things of that nature, okay? So it was easier for her to get these other karmic family members with to work with her, okay, and your ex toxic partners, okay, and fake friends and ex karmic friends, okay, to work with her, okay, against you, all right, okay, and this was all meant to break you, stress you out, okay, all right. Some of you, I mentioned earlier that she has an insurance policy out, okay, on your life, okay? And a lot of this was to break you down to the point to where you self-harmed, or they stirred up so much strife and anger within a toxic partner that you had that they would harm you, okay? And kind of take you out, okay? All right. And for others, it's because you may be a beneficiary in a will, okay? All right, that maybe one of your grandparents put you in their will, or some type of inheritance within the family. An older family member put you in their will. And so this mother figure is aware of that, okay? All right, and it is a substantial amount, okay? And this mother figure is very money hungry, okay? And we know that the saying is money is the root of all evil, okay? So she saw the amount, okay? And she's always been resentful and jealous of you, okay? She does not feel as if you deserve, okay, what is being left to you, okay? So she wanted to stress you out, break you down, and make you appear as if you were mentally unstable, okay, to the point where then she can take charge of the money and how the money is spent, and the money is not directly left to her, but she is able to finagle herself as being in charge, okay, over that money after you're deemed mentally, okay, unstable, okay, to be able to handle it, okay, after the smear campaign and the chaos that she engineered in your life, causing even strangers to come up against you, okay, people that didn't even know you came up against you to attack you, okay, because this smear campaign, a lot of it happened across the internet as well, to the point where you were cyberbullied, okay, and it was all meant to break you, stress you out, okay, to the point where maybe you do have a mental breakdown, or the point where you look as if, okay, you are mentally unstable, okay, and they have proof, okay, because you're crashing out online, or you're sending them crazy text messages, or you're calling them on the phone back to back, or you're leaving them messages because you're actually just trying to defend yourself, but they're trying to turn that around and make it look like you're harassing them, okay, and therefore you're mentally unstable, okay, they need to be in charge of that money, okay, all right, okay, and so, like I said, these family members, okay, karmic family members, ex-fake friends, toxic, toxic partners or ex-toxic partners, okay, they are ready to come in and tell the truth, okay? So expect that, okay? Expect some clarity on this. Someone wants to come towards you and tell you the truth. Okay. And I normally know that you shut this down and you don't talk to these people, but I'm going to tell you to just hear this person out. That doesn't mean you have to reconnect with them. Okay. You don't have to agree with them in their face about anything that they're saying, but I would just listen, okay, to what they are telling you in regards to this situation, okay? Somebody wants to come and confess and tell the truth, okay? Let you know what all went on behind the scenes, what exactly was said to stir up everybody against you, okay? And what they know, was the motive, okay? The reason, the catalyst for all of this, okay? And that doesn't, we know the reason and the catalyst, will never, ever, ever be, justifiable, okay? But I just want you to listen because I believe this confession will give you some clarity that you need, okay? Okay. All right. And if some of you were, thinking, hey, this is family, okay, maybe there's been some time we can work it out, or how can we talk this out and have a conversation and come to a common ground, because I just want there to be peace, all right? Or, you're tired of the confusion and, you're a level-headed person. Okay. You're the type of person that will communicate when you have an issue. Okay. And so if you've been thinking that over in your head, like, hey, how can we just bring this, bring this to a peaceful, standstill, make this peaceful situation. Okay. Leave it alone. Okay. It's time. Okay, and if you're half in or half out, or you're low contact, it's time to go completely no contact, okay? It's time to move on. Okay? There is no more use for a relationship with any of these people. I don't care if they're family or not. There is no more use for any of these people in your life. Okay? These relationships are done, okay? What you do is move on, okay? And you create your own village, okay? And your own family, okay? Friends can become family, okay? Create your own village, all right? Okay. Okay. And for some of you, if you've been thinking about moving, okay, that is a good idea if you are able to do so, and you've been thinking about moving and you were kind of double thinking if it was a good idea or not, okay, it would be a good idea for you, a fresh start, okay? All right. And to get out of the vicinity where those karmic family members are, okay? Fresh start, okay? And for some of you with that that inheritance money that I touched on earlier, some of you, this is for some of you, okay, that this was the whole catalyst and why your karmic mother-in-law did all of this, okay, with this group effort here, attacking you, all right, that inheritance money is going to come to you, okay, and it is going to help you and give you the ability to move, okay, from the area where you are, okay, whether that's another city within the same state, but it's a couple hours away, or it's to a different state, okay, or some people different country, okay. That inheritance money, when it comes to you, is going to give you the ability to do that, okay. Okay, all right. And also the justice for you in this situation is, all right, peace. Okay? All right? You will finally get that much needed peace, okay, that you have been seeking your whole life, being raised under this toxic, karmic, narcissistic, okay, sociopathic mother figure, okay? You're going to get the much needed peace, okay, that you have been waiting on, okay? And remember to be patient with yourself, okay? You have gone through a lot with this last attack against you that your mother orchestrated. So be patient with yourself, okay? No one is perfect. There are going to be some times where this attack, and then just through your whole life, how your karmic family has been towards you, there's going to be moments when you do feel anger, and when you remember back on these different events and this attack, this last attack here, okay? Or moments of sadness, okay? All right? Are moments where you miss them and want to reconnect, okay? But you know that's not the best thing to do, okay? So be patient with yourself, okay? Take it one step at a time, okay? No one is perfect, all right? And justice in this situation as well, you have developed an incredible amount of emotional strength, okay? All right? And this has also set you on your path towards your life purpose, okay? All right? Because for some of you, this has turned you into an advocate, okay? Because of the things that were done to you within this karmic narcissistic family, okay? You don't want to see this happen to anyone else, okay? Or you want to help others in this same situation, okay? Or you want to educate others in this same situation, or help others out, that are in this same type of karmic family dynamic, okay? And they can't see a way out of it, okay? All right. Okay. And part of your justice here in this situation is you are leveling up, okay? You have learned so much throughout all of this, okay? And this has instilled a great amount of wisdom within you, okay? All right? To the point where you are, you have a PhD in manipulation tactics, okay? A red flag hates to see you coming at this point, okay? So this last attack here, all right, has increased your intuition and increased your discernment, okay? By, through all the different manipulation tactics you saw here, the lies, the gaslighting, okay, the smear campaign, all right, okay, to where you now can see even the slightest manipulation attack, okay, and catch on right there from the very beginning, okay, so that you can, move away from that situation and protect yourself, okay? All right. Okay. And remember, you are a magical being with the whole universe awaiting to assist you, okay? So ask for what it is that you want. Pray for what it is that you want. Write it down, okay? All right? And don't be vague with it. I want you to be very specific, okay, with what it is that you want. If you're asking for a financial blessing, write down the amount that you want, okay? If you're praying for a marriage, okay, write down the qualities and characteristics that you want within that partner, okay? And pray on that, all right? And ask for that out loud, okay? All right? Just waiting to assist you, okay? So ask for that, okay? And be consistent, all right, about asking and praying for that, okay? And it will come, okay? The whole universe is waiting to assist you, okay? Okay. And now this mother here is heartbroken, okay? She's in grief, okay? She's falling into a depression herself, frustrated, irritated, outbursts of anger, all right? And because of her actions, for some of you, and her true colors really showing here, okay, and you actually exposing it and kind of touching on it and telling publicly, okay, what had been done to you, how this karmic family had attacked you, okay, this may result in a divorce, okay, between some of your parents, okay, or if you had a step parent, this may result in a divorce, okay, because that other parent is more so of an enabler, okay, which they don't get a pass, they don't get an excuse, okay, they're more of a go along with whatever this mother figure says type of person, is more so of an enabler, okay, which does not give them an out or an excuse. That's not what I'm saying, okay, but because of that, okay, this, in the way that this, their family, okay, is now seeing this mother figure, and now they're getting in, okay, in your karmic moms, their partner, whether it's your dad or your stepdad, they're getting in in their ear, okay, and this partner, okay, of your mom's is just blown away, okay? They don't like being seen in this light, okay? So now they're at the point where they're pointing all the fingers at, at your toxic mom, okay? And getting to the point where, it could lead to divorce, okay? Where your mom's, enabling partner divorces her and actually moves on, okay, and actually finds someone else and ends up getting married again, okay, because they don't like being seen in this light, okay, and they do feel as if your mom, in their heart of hearts, they do feel as if your mom went too far this time, and that there is something deeply disturbing about your mom, okay, all right, so this could end up in a divorce for her. As well. But she's heartbroken that she can no longer, pick with you or attack you, okay? That she couldn't break you down to make you look mentally unstable, okay? So heartbroken over not being able to get in control of that inheritance, or driving you to the point of self-harm to where she could get the a policy insurance that she has on you so that she could get the money from that. Okay, so she is just heartbroken over that. Okay, and just lashing out, angry, irritable. Okay. And there we have it. Okay. We have the judgment card here. Okay. All right. So judgment is here. Okay. All right. And you will be moving into a different phase, a new phase. All right. A new cycle, new beginnings. Okay. You're free. Okay. You are free from this karmic family. Okay. To the point where they will never be able to do this again. All right. Because they look deranged. They look evil, okay? All right. And they're like the boy who cried wolf. Moving forward, no one will believe them, okay? They're not credible, okay? All right. Okay. All right. And your justice, okay, in the way of abundance is here. Okay. All right. And you'll be accomplishing great things, okay? Whatever you are putting out there that you're manifesting, whatever you're working on, whatever goals you are working towards, okay? You will accomplish them, okay? All right? And in the way of your career or whatever you're doing to bring in your finances and take care of yourself, okay, is going to be very fruitful. It's going to be very abundant, okay? You are going to birth some new creative ideas, all right, that are going to allow for you to be very abundant, very financially stable, okay? I'm not talking about just surviving. I'm able to pay my bills, pay check to paycheck. You will be comfortable, okay, to where you will be able to go out and enjoy life, okay? All right. So that is another reading, Intuitive Black Sheep Collective. All right. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers. Until next time.